advantage to Nada right now. He knows where Kwanro's third is. He's got a good grouping of Goliaths coming around. He's got a tanker out. I feel as soon as he, yeah, I feel as soon as he's got enough tanks and a science vessel, he's going to be able to push out, take out that third, and or even go straight for Kwanro's throat. Actually, these Hydralisks doing a pretty good job of pushing in. Those Goliaths stuck on the ramp, attacking the Mutalisks, and Nada being forced to pull probes a little bit because it's out of range of that siege tank. Overlord going to go down there. Actually, Kwanro's doing a pretty decent job, actually, of this.
He needs to snipe that tank.
Yeah, definitely needs to snipe the tank.
But at what cost, really? Lost a lot of moves there.
Yeah, actually, questionable play by Kwanro. Those Hydralisks not going to be very effective with the tank there. But then again, the Mutalisks were pretty key to that attack, and he just lost a lot, and I don't even think he took down the tank. So, game firmly back in Nada's hands, I have to feel. Looks like he's transferring drones. Yeah, I think as soon as Nada's got a science vessel, perhaps, or a few more tanks, he's definitely going to be pushing out here. Maybe waiting for some upgrades. He's going to be able to get those dual upgrades and really stomp over the Zerg army.
Evo chamber going up.
Evo chamber going up. I feel as if
I think Kwanro was taking his third gas at that 5 o'clock expert.
Yeah, I feel as if Kwanro should be trying to perhaps expand again, get a 4th gas for a while, and go on to 3rd tier tech and get some defilers out. I think defilers are really key in defeating this sort of mechanized army. Really completely mitigate the damage the Goliaths do and reduce the tank damage significantly.
Cracklings and Swarm, as well as Plague.
Yeah, all definitely good solutions to this current problem. I really like Nada's opening build with that Vulture drop. I quite like that play. I think it was very clever. Looks like Kwanro's just setting up on that high ground, which is a good idea because it'll be able to help halt this mech army, and high ground is certainly a significant advantage. Actually, able to snipe off a tank here, but being pushed out by those Goliaths. So not doing such a bad job with his Mutalist Micro now, knowing that he actually has to run away at some point.
Another hatchery going up.
Yeah, picking up another expansion. Looks like these vultures just roaming around, putting around mines. Probably more for scouting than anything, really. With the Zerg overlords, it's actually fairly easy to take the mines out. Mutalisks taking some more hits, and a bit of a miss micro there. A couple of Hydralisks dying needlessly. Actually, Vulture Snake getting in. Will they get in? Yes. Going to be taken out momentarily by these Mutalisks, but not before getting a few drone kills. Vultures are pretty much one of the most cost-effective units in the game, I have to feel. I mean, just look at this harass putting mines around. I mean, the mines didn't do a terrible amount, but considering how much you have to micro them, they can do a considerable amount of damage. Science Vessel out. I think Nada should be pushing out pretty soon. Maybe taking a timing attack and hitting Kwanro while he's trying to establish his 4th gas. But if he leaves it too long and stays on 2 bases for too long, I think he'll cede too much of an economic advantage to Kwanro. Mine's taking out one mine taking out about 4 Hydralisks there. Pretty I don't know, pretty questionable play by Kwanro so far with his Mutalist Micro. I think I'm not so sure he's doing terribly well. Yeah, I think very lucky. Actually, Nardo has a really quite large force at the moment. Couple of science vessels that irradiate's definitely going to just mince those mutalisks quite easily. Taking or making a command center behind there. Um, Probably going to float it out when he pushes out to attack, which is a pretty good idea, I suppose. Pretty safe. Not going to be the SCV is not going to be sniped as he makes the command center, delaying it.
It's like double upgrades.
Yeah, double upgrades. Oh, good irradiate. Double irradiate. Kwanro doing an okay job of splitting the mutalisks, but not before they take significant damage, suiciding those mutalisks to the turrets. Actually, he's continuing with his mutalist production. With those science vessels and the Goliaths, I'm not so sure it's such a great idea.
Moving out now.
Not as pushing out now. Those are 4 Hydralisks being forced to run by an obviously superior force. Nice irradiate there. Not a bad split. Not a bad split at all, in fact. But then again, those mutalisks are probably were the ones that were damaged before. Getting quite a few probe kills though. Yeah. Oh, actually, these vultures coming in harassing the new expansion as it goes up with drones. This Sunken's going to be able to take the vultures, but not before they take out quite a few drones. So it's definitely worth sacrificing those drones because the Zerg player is forced to waste lava and mining and loses mining time. Actually, Nada's push being delayed slightly by this Mutalisk harass and these Hydralisks coming around from the side, which is a pretty good idea because Kwanro definitely needs all the time he can with extra gas before being harassed by or before his base is demolished by such a large force. Actually, no, Nada's pushing out right now with a large Terran ball army. Pretty large, choosing to take the middle of the map and definitely contending for map control. Looks like his 3rd base is being established now. Wow, that is a lot of mutalisks. That's wow, that's a lot of mutalisks. It might actually do all right. Those irradiates kind of taking their toll on the mutalisks, being forced to push back. And Hydralisks. I think maybe going some lurkers would be an okay idea to slow down this army just a little bit. You know, burrowing the lurkers, and then as soon as the tanks siege up, you know, you push back. Just trying to delay it, just get some more forces out. But yeah, these mules not doing such a bad job. Actually, no, they're getting pretty badly fried.
Was doing an okay job of keeping him up on the low ground.
Yeah.
Not allowing him to get up to those ridges.
Something that's pretty key that I've just realized now is we haven't seen any Scourge or any sort of real attempt to hit the science vessels. And that's a pretty key mistake from Kwanro. I think it's the sign of a really good Zerg player that can sneak those Scourge around and snipe off a science vessel here and there, despite these Goliaths. I mean, players often do it, you know, over medic marine balls. Nice mine, mine doing significant damage there. These wow, that was actually a really good mine, in fact. GG from Kwanro. So Nalda definitely taking the game quite easily, I would say. Oh, not terribly easy, but it wasn't a terrible struggle either. Just sort of sat in his base, made a significantly large force, and just sort of whittled down Kwanro with a really good harass from vultures and you know, just superior mechanics, I suppose. Well, any last words, Tuck?
I think you've pretty much summed it up. I think Nada played a solid game, and Kwanro just